Earlier this month, we heard from Beth Traverso, who happens to support King County, aka Seattle. In Seattle, the spring selling season starts right after the Super Bowl, where most of the country is still in the depths of winter. Here in California, specifically Southern California, the spring selling season has just started at the end of February and early March, where the rest of the country is starting to thaw out. Beth Traverso in Seattle indicated the spring selling season has seen bidding wars come back, offer review days come back. But I'm curious, is California following suit? Omar, let's remind people where you do the work in the high desert and let me know what's going on.
Right now, Michael, appreciate that, man. Thank you for all the knowledge there from Beth as well. So I'm seeing it here in SoCal that yeah, things are. This is the crazy part. Sellers are still, allowing some closing costs. It is a buyer's market currently. I don't want to say it too much because I'm also a seller, so I don't want to give everything away. Um, but yeah, for the most part, offers are coming in, a little less and closing costs, and they're being accepted. I think a lot of the sellers right now they're feeling some type of way about like, hey, we don't know where it's going. Like it's a stagnant market. Let's get rid of the asset. Let's get rid of the let's receive our equity quicker so then we can go make more adjustments. And that's kind of what we're seeing. There's also an uptick of buyers coming off the fence because sellers are allowing some closing costs and buying down rate and getting $10,000 off plus an additional 10,000 for closing costs or 15,000 for closing costs. So I want to say it's probably a very, very small beginning of the spring selling season here.
Okay.
And our inventory has shot up as well. So that's a big factor on our competition. So if you're a buyer, you got plenty to choose from. It's just a matter of who's more motivated and who's not. So make your offers. And
I think that is really wise advice because, again, let's kind of walk through this, what I hear you saying. So, again, we've left the winter months behind us. I think it's fair to say in the high desert in much of the country, inventory has been building, active listings has been building, days on market has been growing, price reductions have been increasing. And really what we're seeing now at the very cusp of the spring selling season is some sellers need to get out, right? Because I've always talked about there's two types of sellers. There's the want to seller, the wish price, and then there's the need to seller. I think what we're seeing is more and more people who need to sell are accepting less than list price, are accepting rate buy downs, are accepting other closing cost credits. And that just shows me, we're in a buyer's market. What I think is going to be really interesting in March is we have seen mortgage rates fall about 20 basis points, maybe 25. Right. However, folks, if you're not paying attention, the 10-year note has fallen 50 basis points in the last 3 weeks. It fell big today, fell hard today. It's going to be interesting to see if rates, I think today, for example, mortgage rates go under 6.8. This is being recorded on Tuesday, February 25th at 9:54 a.m. to be exact. I think they'll be under 6.8. There's a chance, Omar, in March, we're under 6.7 or maybe even 6.6. This is going to get interesting. If we bring low rates, lots of inventory into the meat of the spring selling season, we're going to see what's what.
We're going to see a lot of change. We're going to see a lot of like, hey, if we hit that 6.5 even in April, May, plus more houses on the market, plus the ability that sellers are giving away more stuff. And I'm not even mentioning the new builders, the incentives that they're giving. Because there's a massive amount of inventory here that's coming, that's pent up, that's being built. I mean, thousands of homes. So just in our area, obviously, I have a feeling that, I think that if you're going to get positioned in getting in front of this, well, you need to be out there letting people know that you're going to help them get a house.
Yeah.
That dream of home ownership, if you're the buyer side, obviously.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Again, if I was a buyer's agent today, one of the things I would certainly be doing with new home builders is I'd be collecting all of the incentives that they're offering. I don't know if this
yes.
is true in the high desert, but I'm having people send me stuff almost daily. 499 30-year money, 4.5 30-year money. Even somebody sent me a 399 30-year money. I mean, that's
Wait, 399 30-year
399.
money?
Yeah, they're buying it all the way down to 3.9. Now you had to go into
Wow.
contract this month, but they're just trying to blow out inventory, right? They're tackling the payment problem head on. But it's going to be I'm curious in the high desert. Again, remind folks what is the median in the high desert?
Our median is four in between 410 and 420.
All right, let's call it
Um,
400 for easy math.
yeah,
I'm curious, are you still seeing inventory move the fastest below 400 and the slowest, say,
yeah,
above a million?
yes. Oh, above a million doesn't even exist.
Okay. It's
No,
just
no, no, no,
not
no. Like
moving.
that doesn't mean much there
Mhm.
under or that $1 million. No way.
Okay.
But our median under 400K gone.
Yeah, if it's clean, moving, FHA ready, gone. Okay.
Yeah, and now it's pushing great houses, at 440, 450, like good houses. Those are seeming to move pretty quickly too.
Yeah, because it's going to be interesting, right? If you get mortgage rates down enough, I don't know where the median point is. Maybe there's a mortgage broker out there that can tell me. But a, a 400K house at 7.25, the payment's probably relatively close. 450 at 6.5. Right. I don't know the exact math, but I mean, somebody could do the math out there. The payments are probably pretty close because rates matter. And again, if you're getting the seller to kick in 2 points, you're probably getting a 30-year money with a 5 handle.
Oof, imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, again, I'll talk to my mortgage broker starting tomorrow, but it's probably not unrealistic with 2 points. You could have a 30-year with a 5. And again, if the seller's paying the points, go for it, right?
All day, all day. I
Yeah.
mean, it just opens you up for great money. But okay, question for you, Michael. Would you
Uh-huh.
rather have the 3.99% interest or 40 grand off?
Well, it depends on my intention for the house, right? If I'm in your business, I want the 40 grand off. But if this is going to be my forever home, then 399. I mean, it's a pretty easy decision, right? Because I don't
Right,
think
but if
we're
you
ever
get
going to
40
get
or
to.
50 grand off, you don't get to 399. We don't get to 4% again.
I don't
You don't
think
think?
not a three handle. Ugh, no, I think that was very unusual.
Imagine.
I think that's pretty unusual. Yeah,
All right,
because
all right.
again, if you hold something for the next couple of decades, I think 399 in context is it's going to be a
It was gonna smash.
cycle
Yeah.
low. Yeah, it's going to smash. That's my gut opinion, not thinking about it a lot. Um, but I would be curious. The other thing that you shared with me, now this was in the depths of winter, so we're talking November and December. You were seeing a lot of phone calls in inbound traffic from
Yes.
motivated sellers, right? Billboards,
Yes.
your postcards, and
Yes. Yes.
is that still happening? Has it slowed down? Has it picked up? What's going with motivated sellers?
The thing is too, it's if you hit them right, it's all about timing, right?
Of course.
Somebody just came in yesterday with a letter. They came in and they had a letter of mine that they received, sell to Omar, and she wanted a cash offer on her house, and we sat here for an hour and discussed it, and yeah, we're set up today to go potentially walk it. I mean, they're there. It's just a matter of the consistency of it, and it has the ebb and flows. Obviously, some weeks we get a bunch, some other weeks we don't, but we're averaging a good, you know, 50, 60 leads, 80 leads a week in people that are wanting to sell.
Yeah. So I don't know about the high desert. I have no idea what the employment base is there, but uh, there's no big federal employees. There's no, like Sacramento or no, Fresno has the California state tax collection there. Is there a big federal employment, maybe farmland or something. Is there anything like that in the high desert?
No. Um, Amazon just spent, a good 600 million bucks on a bunch of dirt.
Yeah,
So
warehouses.
they're coming. I mean,
Yeah.
it's coming off the 15 freeway corridor. So uh it's big time.
Okay.
Eventually it will have that more of
Yeah.
a warehouse feel, but right now, no.
No. Yeah. Still a lot of people who live in the high desert, they commute to LA County, right? That's kind of the way they go.
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of commuters down the hill for sure. A lot, which I would not want to commute down. I commute up, so I'm against traffic,
Hmm.
which is kind of cool. Um,
Yeah. So it takes you
but
90 minutes going up. What would it take you going down if you were in like, would it be a 3-hour drive in?
no, I leave at 5 or 6 p.m. and I get home in about an hour and
No,
25
I'm talking
minutes.
about your reverse traffic, but if you were going with traffic, I'm just trying to get a feel.
Oh, jeez, no way. Like, you are looking at a solid 2.5 hours.
Oof, that's a lot of driving every day to commute in.
Dude,
That's why work from home
yeah.
matters.
Yes, work from home, at that point, you work from home all day. You're just
Yeah,
way
that's
more
5
efficient.
hours on the
5
road.
hours on
Woo,
the road? Yeah, no way.
crazy, crazy.
Nope.
Well, any kind of closing thoughts on the spring selling season? So it sounds like we're just starting. Rates going down would be a tailwind, but inventory growing really means I think buyers have the upper hand. That's what I would say right now. Buyers have the upper hand.
You know what? Buyers are becoming to have the upper hand. And I just feel that if buyers are going to take advantage of making some offers, maybe not disrespectful ones, because they're using it to buy a home for
Right.
themselves. But if you're an investor, obviously that's a different conversation. But as this increases, or as if this rate drops and some of the inventory gets purchased, which it will, now sellers aren't going to be giving closing costs. You're going to have to compete against these other properties as inventory drops. Because the minute there's a move down on this interest rate across the board, especially if it's that 400 to 500K median, or less than that, all these houses are going to get bought up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it'll
And
be
when they
really
are,
interesting. The
yeah,
spring selling season's here. I think if we have the year low rates in the spring selling season, it could be a nice turbocharge for the market. But we'll stay in touch each and every week, like I know you will. Omar, where can people find you?
guys, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar. Follow along with all the new stuff happening, along with the cat house and all of our other little projects that we have going
The,
on. So
the cat house. Did you get all the cats out?
I got all the cats out. Yes, the smell is still a little bit lingering, but I think with some windows open, and yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's all going to dissipate. So let's hope.
There you go. Thanks, brother.